to a Skyrim series that I'm starting really late. I realize this game's been out for months and months now. They've even just recently released a DLC for the game, which I still have yet to buy, just because Skyrim does not seem like a game that's very enjoyable for me, especially once you've beaten it twice like I have, on two separate accounts, and this is a third account that I'm beating it on, so I do know how to do everything just about in the game. But I figured I'd record it and just go over it for the third time, see how much fun I could have, record it, and see how far I could get. Now, before I actually get too far into this series, I'd like to just state that I might or might not actually end up finishing this series. Reason being, this game I do not find very fun anymore. It is not a terribly fun game in itself. Bethesda games, in my opinion anyway, have a thing for doing that, they're really fun the first time, and then the second time you go around, and it's kind of just like, I've done this before, no matter how you do it, even if one time you just follow the storyline and do that, and another time you follow the storyline, but you're kind of evil as you do it, or you join a different legion or whatever it is. It still seems to be boring, and it's not really a skill-based game as far as I'm concerned. I realize there are things that require skill to do, but most of it's knowledge. It's more of a knowledge-based game, basically meaning that knowledge helps you more than skill. Combat might require a little bit of skill, but not enough that it actually changes the outcome of the game at all or whatsoever. It actually, more change is based on, knowledge. If you know what weapons do how to train a skill, it's just about that. That's the biggest part of the game. Besides that, I don't think there's really any other skill or anything in it, which is kind of, I don't know. It's not smart for a game company to do, in my opinion anyway. I've always liked games where it's skill based, because I don't know, it just doesn't seem to be I don't know, it's not as fun when it's based on knowledge, because that takes a lot of looking up, and I don't like looking things up that much. Excuse me one. And I burped, my bad. Yeah. But yeah, it just seems like skill-based games are more fun to play because it actually requires skill. And anyway, another thing about Skyrim that is, I guess, not really can be helped, but is there and will always be there in every single Bethesda game. It's a Bethesda game kind of trait at this point, in my opinion. The glitches. The glitches are awful. Every single Bethesda game has a ton of glitches. I realize it's not bad. I don't complain. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating. Because honestly, their games are so huge, intense, big worlds, and there's so many different places, it would be probably impossible to get down every glitch, find every graphic glitch, and get it. Because as you see right here, this is my first time when I just created this account, and as you can tell, I'm sort of flying around in a carriage. As it turns out, the Imperial Guard that was driving the carriage managed to hit the wall and do front flips a few times. And then, as you see in a second here, the other carriage actually manages to flip too, right here, and it flips as well. So I don't know if that's like common or if it's like just something that happens a lot on my account or what, but it seems to me like glitches are pretty common in the Skyrim, especially in Skyrim. A lot of things like water glitches are big. I've realized things like the water being invisible and such, and then you go near it and then it gains its visibility. But you know what's also weird? I don't know, it's not really weird, it's just something that, I guess it's weird, it's not really important or anything, or, oh, it happened to me again right here, but, it is kind of weird, I guess. There aren't really any that I've come across, audio glitches. It's mostly just about every glitch I've encountered in Skyrim is a graphical glitch. I don't know, graphical glitches are the more annoying kinds, because then a lot of times it does actually, screw up your gameplay. Because if you hit a graphical glitch or an actual game glitch, say like the carriage flipping over, or when you go to where the dragon's supposed to come, and for whatever reason the dragon never comes, that's really a big glitch too, because then you have to completely restart or delete your account or make a new account or whatever you have to do, but you can't play without that dragon coming. So that is a big not really, I guess disadvantage, and that kind of screws up your game. And I realize it's not Bethesda's fault, because I mean obviously these aren't glitches that happen constantly. It's not like a glitch where you can get out of the game, and they do fix glitches. Don't get me wrong, because there used to be a lot of chests that were hidden. You used to be able to steal the Khajiit stuff when they came through, and there was the one where you could get out of Whiterun without actually getting out of Whiterun, and then you could take Brian Yulf's stuff or whatever that guy's name is. The guy up on the Skyforge, you could steal his stuff, pretty much everything. So basically you could sell $3,000 worth of items to him, and you could glitch your way out of Skyrim, get to the back of Skyrim, go right below where he is, and his stock would actually be right there. So you could actually end up stealing all the items you just sold to him, and you would actually just profit the money. Then you could go wait 2 days, he'll have his money stock back completely, right? Which takes about 30 seconds. So it's realistically gaining 3,000 coins in 30 seconds, because then you could just go sell the items back to him again, and then you just can sell it and buy it and sell it. No, sell it and then take the money, sell it and then take the money, which is just too easy for money. I mean, there's a lot of ways to make money in Skyrim other than that. I used to make not dwarven, it was Orchulum stuff. I would buy the Orchulum ingots, and they were worth nothing. They were worth, I think, 200 each or something like that. And if you had as many enchantments and such as I did, it would end up costing near nothing. You could buy them for like 58 GP each. I mean, coins, my bad. RuneScape, okay. But you could buy them for about 50 GP each, and if you... Oh my god, I did it again. I swear to god, that's an accident. But you could buy them for 50 gold coins each, and then you could make the orc armor, and you could sell a helmet for 2k or something. It was really ridiculously good money, and it required no glitching. So Skyrim, it's not like Skyrim has any lack of money-making methods in there. It's just that people choose to find these things. And by the way, I did find that on a guide, and I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't exactly consider it a good thing, because I never really used it all that much. I did use it once in a while, but it was always when I would just start an account, and I would just take a little bit of money. That way I have a little bit of, starting money, so I could have a little bit of spending room and such. But then, it's just not as enjoyable, because you're getting it for free. It's just kind of free stuff. Anyway, I wanted to talk about my god that I'm creating here. I'm already making it. Yeah, I wanted to make it something cool looking, but without it looking too derpy, because if you haven't realized, anything besides Nords really looks stupid in this game. I mean, you can argue that all you want, but they don't look as good as the Nords do. I think they worked the most on the Nords' looks and animations and such, and then didn't work so hard on the rest. Because when you look at a Nord, the Nord character, when you're in the list, just create a new account, right? Look at the Nord, and it definitely looks more detailed and such, and better. There's a lot more options for the face and all, and it's more noticeable, the different options too. When you look at, say, the Khajiit, if you're making a Khajiit, it's like when you're moving the nose and such, it doesn't look like it's that big of a difference in your character, which I wouldn't exactly consider too bad of a thing, because not as many people use those. Most people just end up with a Nord, like myself, which is, I don't know, I kind of like the Nords just because I like being human, and I can actually look human. And also, I think that they didn't put enough characters in the game, or say anything besides Nords, because in all of everywhere in Skyrim, everything's a Nord. You notice the guards and such are all Nords. I don't like that, because the other things are important as well. There's all these other species and stuff that aren't considered, bad guys, and they're not used in any of the storyline, really. I mean, yeah, you gotta steal Medici's gold coin and such, or gold ring, and that's it, though. They're not actual main characters, and there's never any, like guards. You never see guards that are, I mean, I guess it's because, Khajiit guards, I guess they don't want to have different, sprites or whatever it's called, where that would just cost so much more coding, right? But it doesn't seem logical to me. You've got all these guys in here, and they're supposed to be good guys, right? They don't say that they're, like, known for stealing, or they're bad guys. They're just a different species. And for some reason, they're bad guys. Anyway, so I'm about to name my character. And I'm gonna end it soon, just because I don't have a whole lot of time. And, yeah, I've gotta go soon. And I just named it something simple, not because, I don't know, I'm boring, but because I didn't have a whole lot of time. I don't have a whole lot of time on my hands, so I'm just naming it Tet. Basically, here, yeah, that's all I've got to talk about, and I think I'm out of time anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Skyrim playthrough Let's Play. This is part 1. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.